But they are in the beginning, as I said. They are the ones who start the conversations. When it comes to land, the biggest issue is ownership. If land is the main factor of production when it comes to agriculture, and women do not own land, neither can they reap the benefits of this land through controlling their income, allocating the time they have to be on the farm, or selling their fish in the case of Baringo County. What does that mean? So there needs to be a bigger conversation on ownership, and really this community title, individualized title. There are many issues that we highlighted there that need to be restructured as we think of this change, or the word we're using is transformative. I like that word. In the case of representation, yes, if you look at the Kenyan elections from 2013, 2017, 2022, more women in elections being appointed or being elected, but the bigger conversation is what are the gendered outcomes of their leadership. As one of the speakers mentioned here, I think it was Kennedy, that the farms have become sites of trainings. This is really becoming a liberated space. Trainings on extension services, trainings from donors that are really getting them back into the market. And that was a very strong finding. But they have to contend with culture. So you're trained on the best ways of fishing without, harming the fish and what have you. But in Baringo County, we found that the task of fishing is for the man, and the task of selling the fish is for the woman. So how do you contend with those cultures? Is that a bad thing? Is that a good thing? It's a question we have to think about as we transform. And lastly, on labor. Women perform the most intensive versions of the task at hand in the production process for whatever the crop is, but it's unacknowledged. Not because they can't be seen polishing the green grams, as we found, for example, in Kitui County. Not because you can't see them walking along the beach in the heat. That is not the problem. The problem is that, and ecofeminism will advise that, diversity is the principle of women's work. Diversity. What does that mean? It means a woman can perform many tasks at the same time. many tasks. So as she's on the farm, she also has the child in mind. She also has the home at mind. She also has her circle that she's a member or she's leading in mind. She also has leadership she's thinking about in mind. She's also educated. She's thinking about that in mind. She's also globalized. She's always in technology. She has many sectors in mind. She's multi-sectoral. So cutting her to small scale only defeats her large scale purposes. Urban only defeats her, rural function as well. So we need to remove these sectors once and for all. As I was explaining about this book, it's not about doom and gloom. When we say plunder and there's no futures ahead, this is why we're having this conversation. And look at the room, it's full of women from all over Africa. I love that, who are deep in the ground doing what needs to be done. And the key word there is doing. Women are doers. Women are changers. Women are shapers. Women are thinkers. And if we're going to be left out from the economic angle, that is quite sad, isn't it? And thus, the end of the book really is just this big word here. I think I was asked to look for a clarion call. Harvesting equality. Harvesting doesn't need one man, one woman, no women, no men. It needs everybody, isn't it? When you see them falling, the seeds all over the ground, you pick one, you feed somebody else. So harvesting equality is for all. So let's harvest equality, as we have this conversation on gender transformation. So thank you very much. I hope you'll enjoy the text when we circulate it.
Having heard about the book, I think it's time to launch it before we can go to the...
Yes.
Thank you.
Let's first appreciate, and with a round of applause, seeing professors change style. Professors often sit in the offices to think about big theories. Very encouraging to hear professors telling us things the way they happen on the ground, and sitting with people in the villages to be able to speak to important things: governance, environment, land, markets, very important. We now want to launch the product. I can't wait to read the book, but we have to launch it. I guess we can all rise. We want to rise up. Where is the book? Where are the professors? Professors? Professor Robert Imbeche, come. And even if you are not a professor, Professor Pellis. Where is she? We have not awarded you. We have awarded Paris. So I start the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we are going to be able to access the book. I can't wait to read it. Thank you very much. Thanks everyone. Thanks professors. We now want to move to the most important part. We said we are going to be listening to stories, results, findings, experiences, lessons that are happening in different places in Kenya, in Tanzania, in Ethiopia, how our unique model of gender transformative agroecology is making changes and is going to be part of the transformation that we are looking for. I want to welcome a panel, and this is now not a panel of professors. Professors, you have done your part, but we want to hear experiences from those who are doing the real things. Professors theorize. We don't want theories, we want change. Allow me to welcome our first panelist. First panelist is called Beatrice Wangoi. Beatrice, please rise up and walk up front. Beatrice is an ambassador of SeedChange. Seed is the beginning of life. You can't have life without seed. But she is also exemplary in adopting agroecology practices. She has set up demo plots. She is training other farmers. Kindly take a seat. Our next panelist, and we have diverse women coming from different places within our region. Gensep from Ethiopia. Gensep is a widow who is demonstrating that even after being widowed, you can rise up and not only start to create change within our home, but also start to create change within the community. A woman champion, but also implementing transformative gender agroecology within the project. But she has a unique experience. She is a returnee from the Arab countries, and this is a new trend. We are going to be hearing her stories and experiences about what she's doing to change her life, but also to change the life of others. We have a panelist called Sekachingo. This is from the Republic of Tanzania. She's a champion fighting against sexual gender-based violence, but she is also a chair lady of a seed bank. But also, she is a community health frontier, because agroecology is about diversity. We are not going to create change by only doing one thing. We are going to create change by being diverse, and that is what the book is about. Our sixth panelist is called Kirara. Kirara is also from the Republic of Tanzania. She coordinates an agroecology group. She is a lead farmer. She is a member of a group, but she is also a chair lady of a development committee in a world level. Let's a round of applause for Clara. Our panelists, Sare from Tanzania, Chair Lady, Kituo cha Taarifa na Maarifa in Qatar Ward, and the Secretary of an agroecology group. Another round of applause. Paris, you don't need introduction. Everybody knows you. For those who don't know, she is the mother of agroecology in this country. Let's appreciate her properly. We are going to be listening to their experiences, and I know time is constrained, but they have nice stories to tell us. Welcome our panelists. I want to begin with Beatrice. Beatrice, we want, in a very short time, tell us your experience with the project and how agroecology is helping you change lives in your community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Okay, I'm Beatrice, coming from drought area. Before we meet with the Seed Savers Network, we were believing we cannot produce or grow anything from our shambas because we come from rockland shambas, rockland lands, and our area we don't have resources of water, and we don't have tap waters. When I want to go to the river, I must go about 3 kilometers away, borehole 2 kilometers and a half away. So we were having we were not having enough food for our families, and I was going far away from my home to go and look for jobs. And after doing that work, I was very, very tired. And those this was little money that cannot be enough for my family. So we were experiencing children going to bed hungry without food. So after being trained by Seed Savers Network, we were able to save seed, starting save seed. They train us about seed processing, about seed germination, moisture test, and we were able to have many varieties of indigenous seed. We have many seeds. We have maize. We have about 8 varieties of local maize. We have many varieties of beans. If I can remember, we have about 52 varieties of beans. We have many legumes in our seed banks. So we come to have a community seed bank in our community. And we were trained about 3 things, because you cannot produce enough seeds if you don't have fertile soil. So we started doing saving seed. We do soil fertility, biopesticide. So we were able to produce our seeds.
Thank you. You are telling us how agroecology is helping you, and you are trying to adopt this. Are you helping other members of the community to do this, and what challenges are you facing?
Okay. Now, we have community seed bank that our community are coming to read our seeds, and we are exchanging seed with other farmers. 2, we have enough food for our families, and we have production for the market, so we have enough food for our families. Now, I'm chairhead of a group called Beracom, 17 members, and I have 20 groups under me. And I'm chairhead of a circle called Seed Savers Women Circle, where we are given tanks, dam liners, which support us very much in our these agroecology practices, where we get our production. And I'm glad that I'm trainer across the country, because I usually go to train my fellow farmers about to set the demo. I train them across the country, like Nakuru, Kitui, Nyandarua, and now I'm invited in nearby schools to teach the pupils how to make kitchen gardens, and I'm proud that doing this agroecology has allowed me to be the decision maker to my family. You know, if you don't have anything in your pocket, you cannot be able to be called that you come in, you decide anything.
Thank you.
I'm supported by my family because this agroecology you cannot do your own. I told you that we are in Rockland. Our men help us to dig the trenches. They are very supportive, and I am glad that the LGBV it has come down, and I am proud today. I have my own title deed written my name.
Thank you. And I'll get back to you maybe if time allows. Thank you, Beatrice, for your story. Again, Sep, I want us to speak while we are seated. We don't even have to stand. Yes, but we are diverse. So she's going to be speaking in our language, but we have somebody to translate for us. I want you to tell us your experience, and also tell us how you are supporting the other women in your village, particularly those that are victims of gender-based violence.
እሺ ገንዘብ ስለ ራስሽና ምን እንደተጠቀምሽ ምን እንዳገኘሽ ከዛ ደግሞ በአካባቢሽ ላይ ያሉ በተለይ በጥቃት ለጥቃት የተጋለጡትን ሴቶች እንዴት እንደምታግዢ ንገሪኝ።
እሺ መጀመሪያ ወደዚህ ጣጣ ስገባ ባልተቤቴ ባለሞቷን የለም እሷ 6 ልጅ ወልጃለሁ። 6ቱንም ወዛደር ሆኜ ነበር ማሳድጋቸው። እነሱን ስታሳድግ ድረስ ወደ አመራር ግቢ ሲሉኝ ጋብ አድርጌ ነበር። ግን
she said I'm a widow. My husband passed away a long time ago and I have 6 children, so I was struggling raising my children alone, and because of the burden I had I couldn't participate in public leadership.
ከዚያ በኋላ ልጆቼ ትምህርት ቤት አስገብቼ እየተማሩ ወዛደርነቱን ትቼ ወደ ቁጠባ ገባሁ። ወደ ቁጠባ ገብቼ ቁጠባ ያው አሉ በጎጣችን እነሱን በማስተባበርና እኔም በመቆጠብ ስራ ጀመርኩ። ስራ ሲጀምር 4000 ብር አበደሩኝ። 4000 ብር ሲያበድሩኝ
after the project, because of the project we were grouped in self organized in self help group, and we were 20. We started saving money, and after saving money for a while we are allowed to lend money from the group. So I borrowed almost 4,000 birr, Ethiopian birr, from the group and started working.
እሱን ከሆንኩ በኋላ ወደ ዶሮ ገባሁ። ዶሮ 12 ዶሮች ገዛሁና እነሱንም አሉ እያሳደኩ ነው። ሙዝ ያው በእንትን በመስመር እርሻዬን ጎርፍ ይመታው ነበረ። በመገደብ እጠቀማለሁ። ሙዝ ጥሬ ሙዝ ይሸጣለሁ፣ ሲሆንልኝ አቀላለሁ። ጥሬ ሙዝ ሲቸግረኝ ቃሪያውን ይሸጣለሁ፣ ደሞ እንዲያሲል አቅልቼ ይሸጣለሁ። ከዚያ ወደዚህ ከገባሁ በኋላ አመራርነቱን እየገባይ ሲመጣ
So the first thing I did after borrowing 4,000 from the group, the first thing I started was poultry. So I bought 12 chickens. That was my start in job. After that, selling the chickens, I grew my business and I added some gardening vegetables using the chicken money.
ከዛ ወዲ አመራር አቁጠባው ሊቀመንበርነት ተመርጬ ስሰራ ባመቱ ስለሚ
among the 20 women's. After that, seeing my activity in the self-help group, the community selected me to be activity in the self-help group. The community selected me to be a member of the community action group, which is called CAJ, to participate and to give solutions to women who are survivors of gender-based violence. So in that community, in that CAJ or community action group, my participation is supporting women who doesn't have money and supporting women who doesn't know where to go.
ከዚያ ወደዚህ አመራር ስገባ እቺ ተሆነናለይ ብሎ ያው ቆጣቢው ወደዚህ ቦታ ሊልከ ይቻለ ወደዚህ ቦታ ሀላከኛው እንግዲህ ይሄንን ወስጄ ቆጣቦቼ ለአገሬ ህዝብ እንዲያስተምር ግድ ይሆንብኛል አስተምራለሁ.
So she said, after being active participant in the community action group, my community represents me in every representation like this conference. So my responsibility now is to take this experience which I got from here and share to my community. So thank you.
Thank you for that experience. I want to ask our next panelists, Sensem. I know we have a big story to tell, but I want you to tell us, sometimes when women want to do something, we belong to communities, we belong to homes, and we have husbands. Can you tell us your experience? How has it been to practice agroecology? And how have you managed to work or to bargain or engage this with your husband and maybe other community members?
አንቺ ሰራሹን ስራና በማህበረሰብሽ ውስጥ ማህበረሰቡን እንዲሁም ባለቤትሽን አብረውሽ እንዲሰሩና አንቺን እንዲያግዙ ያደረግሽበትን መንገድ ለዚህ አካፊ።
እሺ እኔ ከአረብ ሀገር ተመላሽ ነኝ። ድርጅቱ በዶሮ ስልጠና ሰጠኝ። በሰጠኝ መሰረት ስልጠናዎቹ ከቤት ይጄ
so I migrated to the Arab country for a better life, and it was not successful, so I came back and I got training because of the project, and the training I received and I was successful. The 30 chicken multiplied into 60, so I started working.
ድርጅቱም ይሄንን ሲያይ በጣም እጅግ በጣም ታታሪ መሆኔን ሲያቅ ለሰዎች ምሳሌ ትሆናለች በማለት ድጋፍ ሰጠኝ፣ የዶሮ ድጋፍ።
So seeing this, the project supported me to be a champion to other women in the community.
እኔም 30 ዶሮዎች ጭማሪ በማድረግ ወደ 75 ዶሮዎች መያዝ ቻልኩኝ። በእንቁላል እጠቀማለሁኝ፣ የስጋ ዶሮዎችን ማረባለሁኝ። የስጋ ዶሮዎች በማረባበት ጊዜ የቤት ጥበት ነበረኝ። ድርጅቱንም ቤት በኬንዳ ነበር የምሰራው፣ በቆርቆሮ አድርጎ አገዘኝ።
So the project supported me by building a house for the poultry rearing, and I was supported in a lot to be a champion.
20 ዶሮ ወደ 50 ዶሮ ወደ 150 ዶሮ ደረስን። ከ20 ሺህ ብር ደግሞ ወደ 150 ሺህ ብር ደረስን። እጅግ በጣም ውጤታማ ሆነ።
I started with 30 chicken, and now I rear 150 chicken, and in money wise I had 20,000 in the beginning. Now I have the capital of 150,000.
ቤተሰብ ጎረቤቶችም ቤተሰቦችም እጅግ ጓደኞችም ያዩኛን እጅግ በጣም ታታሪ መሆናችንን ሳይው ሌሎችም ደግሞ ጓደኞቼ 20 ሰዎች እንዲኔን አራይ ይዘው በዶሮ ተሰማርተው ይሰራሉ አሁን ላይ።
So my community especially women in the community, taking a lesson from me. They are now organized in 20 members of a group and started rearing even out of the project.
ከዚህም ጭማሪ የዶሮ ኩሶችን እየተጠቀምኩኝ የጓሮ አትክልቶችን እጠቀማለሁ እነ ቲማቲምን ሰላጣን ቆስጣን ከዛም አልፎ ደግሞ ወደ ህብረተሰቡ የዶሮ ኩሶችን እንዴት እንደሆነ አሳይቻቸው በኋላ ደግሞ አሁን ላይ ደግሞ እየገዙ ነው ያለሁት እጅግ በጣም ጠቃሚ ነው የዶሮ ኩስ
So now I produce vermicompost from not vermicompost. I use the waste of the chicken for my gardening, and the community started following me.
በራስ አገዝ ቡድን ተደራጅተን 20 ሰዎች እንቆጥባለን አንዷም ሰብሳቢ እኔ ነኝ አመካክራቸዋለሁ በሳምንት እሁድ እንቆጥባለን 20 ሴቶች 120 ሺህ ብር ደርሰናል 80 ሺህ ብሩ በስራ ላይ ይውላል እንበዳደራለን
I also am a leader in the self-help group, 20 members. We save, and now we saved 120,000 birr, and we borrow money from the circle. Thank you.
የራስ አገዝ ቡድን በጣም እጅግ በጣም ጠቅሞናል ነው
Thank you from Alitani to an agropreneur to a community leader. I might get back to you. Kirara, I know you have a big story to tell, but I want you to speak to this question. You are a leader within the community. You are translating. You are a leader within the community. Could you tell us how the quality of leadership of a woman is different from the quality of leadership of men?
Tunajua una mengi ya kuongea, lakini hili swali tunakuuliza kwamba unaonaje thamani ya uongozi kwa mwanamke na ule uongozi wa mwanaume? Unaweza ukazungumziaje hili?
Asante.
Kwa dakika moja.
Sawa, asante kwa swali zuri.
Thank you for the question.
Uongozi kwa mwanamke mimi nimeona kwamba thamani yake ni kubwa kuliko uongozi wa mwanamume.
Quality for women is good more than the quality of a man.
Ogopa kwenda kushtaki au kutetea haki yake kwa kiongozi mwanaume wanaogopa.
Because most of the women are afraid to go and face men leaders.
Na hata watoto wa kike.
Especially girls, children.
Lakini mwanamke akiwa kiongozi,
but when women become a leader,
yeye ana uwezo wa kusaidia jamii nzima.
She can assist the whole community.
Watoto wataenda,
even child will go to
wenye mahitaji maalum wataenda,
those who are in special need.
Lakini pia wanaume hawataogopa kumwambia mwanamke.
Even a man will not afraid to tell a woman leader concerning any issues.
Hivyo ukiangalia mwanamke amebeba thamani kubwa kwenye jamii.
So when you see a woman leader has a lot of quality compared to a man.
Basi nikifika hapo nasema mwanamke.
So for that explanation I can say
anafaa kuwa kiongozi.
She has a right to be a leader. Thank you.
We will get to you back again if time allows.
No. Baadaye tutakurudia kama
if time allows. Yeah. And panelists, I'll come back to you, but I want Bellis to tell us, in promoting agroecology within society, what challenges have you faced? In less, maybe a minute or so.
Okay, thank you. I'm Paris from Laikipia County. I'm just going to the point of challenges we have in promoting agroecology in our areas. One, lack of goodwill with some of us. Because when we talk of agroecology, some people don't take it as if it's something that can help them. So they would like for us to go for smart agriculture or smart words or They would like us to go for smart agriculture or conservation agriculture, whereby we will use the fertilizers, the chemicals, but with agroecology, you know, we use the locally available materials we have. Just to add on top of what you have asked me, educate a girl, educate the whole nation, isn't it? And who is a successful woman? Is the one who has the ability to put food on the table for her family. If you are that woman, you are successful. So leadership belongs to women. Men follow, isn't it? Yes. And wherever there is a successful woman, there is a man who is following. Yeah, the woman. So woman, stand tall, believe in yourself, so that we can practice agroecology in total practice. So that next time you won't wait for your husband to come and ask her for 20 shillings to purchase milk, to purchase greens. He will always be meeting you when you have already purchased everything and you have put food on the table. That is the benefit, the challenges. I've talked just of one challenge. And then being with the shortage of water we have, these are the challenges we are facing in our areas, because rain comes rarely. And sometimes we have planted, we have done everything, but when shorted rain comes, our food get lost.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, Pelis, for elaborating the challenges. I want to get back to Sekachingo. We listened to your story in the morning, but I have one question for you. You are a chair lady of a seed bank. Why is a seed bank important for food security within the community?
Yes, Sekajingo, swali ni hili. Wanaeleza kwamba wewe kama mwenyekiti katika seed bank yenyu ile ya kijijini pale ni yes, daktari?
Seed bank.
Yes.
Umuhimu wa seed bank
ni nini, ambaye umuhimu wa zile benki za kuweka mbegu imekuwa ni nini?
Umuhimu wa kuweka benki ya mbegu ni ili mbegu za asili zisipotee.
The important reason of having a community seed bank is to preserve the indigenous seeds, so that they don't get lost, so that the farmer themselves can retain the seeds. These are indigenous seeds.
Ili kila kipindi cha msimu wa kulima,
so that every period of every season for planting,
mtu anayehitaji anaipata kwa urahisi.
Any individual who needs the seeds is able to access.
Hahangaiki.
He is not worried about the availability of the seeds.
Na kama hajui jinsi ya kutumia, tunamfundisha.
And if that individual does not know how to produce these seeds, he is being trained on how to produce.
Kwa kupanda kwa nafasi,
on the terms of spacing,
na utengenezaji wa madawa ya asili,
and how to provide biological or organic pesticides,
na chai mmea,
and also how to control the weeds.
Maybe before you sit, there are people who believe that for you to have high yields, you must use seed that is purchased from agrofets. What is your experience?
Kuna watu wengi wana imani kwamba ndio ukue na mapato mengi kwenye shamba lako, utahitaji utumie zile mbegu za kutoka kwa dukani. Pengine ukipenda sana wanasema agrovet. Sana nimekumbuka ukisema hybrid ama mahindi safi sana.
Kwa sababu ya elimu tulioitoa ya kilimo ekolojia, jamii imeshaelewa kulima mbegu za asili.
Based on our training, our farmers at home have understood how to produce indigenous seeds, or how to utilize the indigenous seeds in their production.
Na jamii inayonizunguka katika wilaya yangu,
and the community which is within my district,
tumetoa mbegu katika shule ya msingi Mbono.
They have been able to produce seeds from the school of Mbono, Vumari, Same mjini, Namti. These are areas.
Pia na mikoa mingine wanaohitaji mbegu ambao hawana katika benki zao, tuliwapa watu kutoka Morogoro.
And also farmers who don't have or do not have access to indigenous seeds, they have been able to access them through their community seed bank.
Na mbegu hizo tunagawa bure ili kila mtu awe na mbegu.
And also these seeds we distribute for free so that every individual can be able to access these seeds.
Thank you. Maybe we'll get back to you. But I want one of the panelists who is not sitting here to come and tell us what experience she has with the project, and what numbers are we talking about. Sometimes people think we are talking of 10 women in the village. Can you come and tell us what numbers are we achieving in the community where you come from? Serena is one of the women champions leading the transformative agroecology in one of the dry lands in Kenya, in Baringo County.
Thank you. I am a widow of 23 years old, and during my widow time, I was having a challenge. My brother husband take a land, and then during the training of land rights, I follow. Then I follow for 10 years. Then my farm come back to me as my name. And I would like to say thank you to RWCC to partner with our organization like Seed Savers, Hivos, and Roots Kenya, because I have learned a lot of things that I learned to have my seed up a seed bank, and also I learned another thing, which is gender action learning system, which is girls, that you draw your strategy and you achieve your goal. And I am the one which I have already achieved my goal. When I draw my strategy, I have built a stone house, and also I have been a TOT of that, and I have achieved to train 370 women and 80 youths from 20 years to 35 years. And also I want to tell you that I was diabetic, and I use my cultural food like sage, managu, and leaves of pumpkins. And I want to tell you for sure now, I am 0 sugar. So I want to say thank you very much.
Another applause. 300 is not a small number, because that's how we achieve the multiplier effect. Thank you.
Thank you.
I now want, among us there is government. Among us there are policymakers. My panelist is Are. If you have something to tell them, maybe what is this that we need to do to be able to scale up agroecology, but also to be able to prevent and respond to gender-based violence.
Miongoni mwetu kuna maafisa kutoka vitongoji mbalimbali ya serikali. Wewe kama mkulima unaona ni nini ambayo unaweza waeleza ili kuweza kukabiliana na hii janga la ukatili ya kijinsia ama gender-based violence?
Asante kwa kunipatia fursa hii. Kwanza kabisa, jambo la kuzingatia, tupate kanuni pamoja na utekelezaji wa sheria.
Thank you very much. First of all, I'll wish to explain that the most important, first important aspect is through the law.
Kukiwa na sheria, na imani kilimo ekolojia kitaendelea na tutaishi kwa amani na kitadumu milele.
And through the law, we'll be able to support programs such as agroecology, and also people will be able to live in harmony.
Endapo sheria itakuwa hakuna na utekelezaji utakuwepo hakuna, mbegu za hybrid zitaendelea, basi tutakuwa hatuna tunachokifanya, elimu za bure zitatolewa, zitakuwa hazina kazi.
Yes, without the law, we might find that implementation of most of the things in this project cannot be done, and these include the use of indigenous seeds instead of the hybrid seeds, and also protection of the women themselves.
Lakini kutokana na kipengele cha ukatili pia
Yes, regarding the issue of gender-based violence,
tungependa wanawake wawe kipaumbele zaidi
we'll really wish that women are given the forefront
katika kupewa vipaumbele mbalimbali vya kugombea nafasi mbalimbali,
towards in different positions in different organization and areas.
kwa maana tumeona kabisa kama Tanzania,
Us as Tanzanians,
Mama Samia Hassan Suluhu
you can see that Mama Samia Suluhu, who is the president,
anaendelesha vizuri maisha na majukumu ya duniani au Tanzania,
is continuing the progress of the people of Tanzania in terms of their livelihood.
hivyo amefikisha katika vijiji, vitongoji na kata, hata tarafa.
He has been able to go all the way until in the grassroots.
Kule Tanzania,
in Tanzania,
viongozi walio wengi ni wanawake.
The leaders who are many are actually women.
Kuanzia ngazi ya kitongoji,
all the way from the village level,
kijiji, kata mpaka wilaya,
all the way even in the districts.
Hivyo basi tunaomba tuweze kushikamana, tushirikiane.
So this is the reason why I urge everyone so that we work together.
Tudumishe umoja wetu.
We work in harmony.
Bila kujali dini, kabila,
without being worried about our religious factors or our tribal factors.
Ukizingatia hata na lugha pia.
When we are worried about other things regarding where we are moving towards.
Sababu ya kusema hivyo,
the reason of saying this,
tumepitia changamoto nyingi sana.
We have gone through a lot of challenges
katika kupambania uongozi mbalimbali,
in terms of fighting for different positions in the different fractions.
Hasa ukizingatia mila,
especially when you are considering culture
pamoja na makabila haya
and tribals,
dini,
religion
na uongozi wa serikali,
and also the leadership in the government.
Kule nyuma kabla ya mradi,
previously before the project,
wanawake,
women,
tulinyanyasika sana tena sana.
We were really frustrated.
Huruhusiwi kusimama mbele ya jamii kama hii ukaongea.
We were not allowed to stand in front of a crowd like this and talk.
Na huruhusiwi kwenda hata kwenye mikutano.
And we cannot even be allowed to attend the functions back there at home.
Wewe ni mama wa kulea familia nyumbani.
All you are supposed to do is stay at home and take care of your family.
Lakini baada ya kuja mradi,
but after the project came
na kupatia elimu mbalimbali
and come to give us different trainings,
wanawake wengi tuko kipaumbele.
A lot of women are very ahead in terms of whatever they are doing.
Nafasi mbalimbali za uongozi.
We are able to vie for different levels of positions in terms of leadership.
Kwani mwanamke,
because a woman,
anaaminika sana.
A woman is really trusted in the community.
Na anajiamini mwenyewe.
And herself, she also trusts in herself.
Na anajituma sana.
And he also pushes herself
kuliko mwanaume
compared to men.
Hivyo basi,
therefore,
na wasia wenzangu wote wanawake,
I urge all the women here
tuweze kuwa pamoja, tushirikiane,
to work together.
Mwanamke mwenzao upogombea nafasi yoyote,
when a woman is really fighting for a position,
hamasisha mpaka familia yako ampe kula.
Involve even your family to give you rights.
Lakini pia
also,
tuangalie ngazi za serikali kule juu.
Let's look at also the positions which are high in the government.
Manyanyaso bado yapo sana katika kugombea nafasi mbalimbali.
We see there is still that not given a lot of opportunities in those levels.
Kama una pesa huwezi kupita katika nafasi hiyo.
If you don't have money as a woman, you will not be able to pass in that given that position.
Na kama mbele una refa huwezi kupita pia.
And also if in front, if you don't have anybody to help you, you won't be able to get that position.
Kura zinaweza zikatosha zikakatwa.
Yes, you might have enough elections for you to become the leader, but you might not be able to be given the position.
Mimi mwenyewe pia ni kiongozi wa jamii mbalimbali.
Me myself, I'm a leader in different levels in the community.
Promoter mzuri kabisa.
I'm a good promoter.
Napokea taarifa na kutuma taarifa mbalimbali.
I'm able to receive information and send the same information.
Na jamii nzima katika uhamasishaji wa jamii katika maendeleo yetu.
And I'm able to mobilize the society and also to inform the society which I come from. Like the previous season,
niligombea nafasi ya viti maalum udiwani.
I was able to vie for a position in terms of the opposition was not enough.
Namwomba Mungu,
but I'm still praying to God.
Mola unaokuja nasimama tena.
The coming election I'll still stand and vie.
Na msaada wenu.
Now I am really praying for your support.
Asanteni sana kwa kunisikiliza.
Thank you very much.
Naomba kuwasilisha.
Asante.
Thank you. Maybe that is a good note to end it. I know they have many stories to tell us, and let's give them a round of applause. Thank you, our dear panelists. We are almost coming to the end of this. You can continue sitting here, you don't have to move. But we are speaking about gender transformative model. I want to welcome Jane Wangari to be able to tell us how does this model work. And after that, we have only going to have a closing remark, but we have a cake. And therefore, you don't need to leave.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Josiah. Let's give a hearty hand of appreciation to the farmers. We are very, very happy for the different panelists who've been able to share with us today's different success stories on what has helped them be where they are. For me, is just to tell you in English, in the complicated English of what they have said. The first thing they've mentioned, an approach that we are using, is farmer-to-farmer learning. We've heard of how she's been able to train 370 women, how she's been able to reach, I don't know how many, 14 groups, how we've been able to reach 92 groups in the different counties. So these farmer-to-farmer learnings are some of the gender approaches that we are using. The women themselves are at the lead of advocacy. The women themselves are at the lead of mentorship. And they're the ones who actually, we call them sometimes trainers of trainers, because you've been trained and then you go and train others. Then there is the collective organizing of how we are organizing these women in different groups, different collectives, different networks, so that they can be able to, one, engage in financial resourcing. So in these groups, we have women-led savings groups, we have SACCOs, where they're able to access finances. In Ethiopia, we have RUSACCOs, they're called Rural Women SACCOs, where the women are actually able to access agroecological funds, financing. Then we have market access and value addition cooperatives, where the women come together, bring together their foods, bring together what it is they've been able to collect from the different agroecology practices and sell as a collective in a cooperative. It becomes of better, it helps them earn more and even becomes better at markets. Then there's the indigenous knowledge integration with modern techniques. We've heard about the seed banks. She's spoken about the seed banks. We have seed schools. One is led by SSN, and I think we've all heard about it. We have seed fairs. We have expos. We have soil and water conservation methods. We have organic pest and disease management systems. So these are just some of the ways that we are making sure that the women are actually using the indigenous knowledge and integrating this with the new technology and modern techniques. Then we have the girls. She's literally just spoke about it a minute ago on how they are engaged in the gender action and learning systems. The women are actually coming up and being at the front line of doing the practices. And that does not mean that we are leaving the men behind. It means we are also working together with the men. We call the men as our allies in pushing for these agroecology aspects. Then we have the multi-stakeholder dialogues, where the farmers are actually key stakeholders in these dialogues. The farmers are actually the ones who are asking for the issues. The farmers are actually the ones who are saying, no, we don't have roads. Please make a road for us so that we can be able to access markets. We don't have water. She's spoken about how in one of our counties, in Baringo, it's an ASAL area. In Laikipia, it's an ASAL area. How are these farmers actually able to access water? So the multi-stakeholder forums allows for them to actually walk into a CEC's office and tell the CEC's county executive committee member and ask them, please, we need water, because we cannot do agroecology without water. Then we have the family group model, where we bring together families in terms of how even they discuss issues of gender-based violence. They're able to analyze, see what is the role of the woman, what is the role of the man, how do they come together so that the agroecological practices are able to yield produce. Then we have women-led data, women-led and data-driven advocacy, where we are using data, we are using numbers. She spoke about 370. You hear about 92 groups. You hear about her saying from 5 kgs to 20 kgs, from 20 to 150. That data allows for us to advocate, because it shows that there is a generation of something that is happening. So those are some of the different ways that we've been able to work. We have gender responsive budgeting and advocacy, where the women actually take part in public participation forums, and they acknowledge that if we don't participate in Kenya, we call it the County Integrated Development Plan. It's the 5-year plan where the county, the government itself, the national...
I want to appreciate everybody, beginning with my panelists. Let's appreciate them. And also thank everyone who has participated. Very good audience, and you made my work very easy. We were co-moderating this event, and now I want to welcome my co-moderator to take over and lead us in the next steps and also make an announcement. Thank you very much.
We knew we were going to run out of time, and we prepared some take-home. The depth of knowledge is unbelievable. In here is an impact report. Parts of it were referred to this morning and this afternoon, and these ladies spoke a lot more into the impact report. We also have a brochure that will give you more information. So every one of these publications is a QR code. If you scan this one, it will take you to another very deep well of information about this project and what you can do to help. There are folders there. Please grab one. Then finally, in my language, we say every relationship is sealed by eating. And you can't go away from here without eating. Bonile will second me because she knows that. We have a cake to celebrate this book. And who other than the good ladies could help us cut this cake and celebrate? Maybe we can have whoever feels they are empowered pick up this stand and put the cake in the middle for all of us, and the ladies will help us cut it, and we all celebrate and feast.
In our African language or culture, we say adulation when a child is born, and a child has been born already, harvesting equality, and we are going to, because we have different adorations for different cultures, we are going to have 5 factorials, and then we will start cutting the cake. So let's have the factorials first, and then we shall say the adorations and the cake song. We shall do the one that is popularly known. I know the Tanzanians can follow. Okay. So 5 factorials. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. Kata keki sio ugali. Kata keki sio ugali. Kata keki. Kata keki. Kata keki sio ugali. Kata keki ya maarifa. Kata keki. Kata keki ya maarifa. Kata keki. Kata keki.